If there was a way that you could shift your everyday life from the mundane to the extraordinary of healing, awakening, and embodying who you truly are, would you be interested? I've been interested in this path for a very, very long time and have had the blessing of being shown a healing modality and spiritual practice that helps us do just that. My name is Dr. Melissa Sophia Joy. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I am also the carrier, we could say founder, but really the carrier, the conduit for this healing modality and spiritual practice known as Somatic Awakening. I'm also the founding director of Sophia Healing Academy. And I'd like to share with you in this short video some of the things that I have seen most common when people start to engage somatic awakening in their lives. The first thing that happens is that people step more and more into peace and balance in their being. This happens because somatic awakening is utilizing our higher self and the divine energy that flows through this part of us. In doing so, it helps shift, heal, and transmute the denser parts of our being so that we feel more free. Let me give you an example. I've been working with a patient over the last few years who, when she first came to see me, she was in intense physical pain the majority of the time. And very often, every few weeks, she would end up in the ER. Unfortunately, the doctors could not diagnose what was going on with her. They didn't know what was happening. So when we started looking at it at a deeper level, we realized that a lot of this pain was coming from the trauma that she was holding in her being from earlier childhood trauma. So when we started utilizing somatic awakening and this coming into alignment and relationship from our higher self to the pain that was in her being, the physical pain got better, as well as the emotional and energetic pain shifted. So she felt so much better. She didn't have to go to the ER as often or really at all since then. And she felt more peace and balance in her life. So what happens with somatic awakening at first, engaging the first level of somatic awakening called Gestalt somatic awakening, what occurs is that there is a great decrease of the negative voices, of the parts and programs that can cause chaos in our life from running. And when they do run, we have more ability to connect with them in a powerful way from our higher self, so that there is a great level of understanding, compassion, as well as stabilization that occurs, so that they're no longer causing chaos in our life on the same level. And with this, we move into the third layer of what somatic awakening does, is that it helps bring in harmony into our life by harmonizing our relationships. So that includes all relationships, romantic, significant partners, our relationship to our family, friends, loved ones, including our relationship to ourselves. Because when our higher self has the ability to stabilize our triggers, our negative voices, when they get activated by, for instance, someone saying something to us and we get really triggered, right? We no longer carry that trigger in the same way. It doesn't have the same charge. And when it does come up, we have the ability to turn toward it and to come into relationship and connection to it. So it no longer causes chaos or suffering. So that brings us to the fourth layer of what somatic awakening does, which is that it really helps us to shift the energy that is underneath these negative voices, parts, and programs. So let me explain. So when we go through any level of trauma or difficulty in the past, that trauma and difficulty, depending on how intense it is imprinted on our being. So we hold these imprints in our being, in our somatic body, which I define as the interface between the energetic, physical, and emotional aspects of self. So they're held within our somatic body. What somatic awakening does, especially the second phase of somatic awakening known as the practice, is that it brings our higher self awareness along with this powerful conduit of divine energy down and into the relationship with this contraction. So as this relationship is formed with the contraction, let's say this is the contraction, this is our higher self-awareness, the contraction itself starts to loosen more and more. It opens its hands, and any density that it is holding in its hands literally is alchemically transmuted, dissolved. That's right. Dissolved, literally dissolved. So we're holding less and less density within our being. We feel better. It's not just a cognitive reframe. We feel better in our being. And that actually leads us to the next thing that Somatic Awakening does, is that because we have more spaciousness, we now have the ability to embody our higher self in our everyday lives, as well as activate the power and presence and magnificence within the core of our soul. So we're connecting to the divine essence, the source codes, and the core of the soul aspect of our being. And that leads us to the next level, is that we then have the ability to manifest our highest destiny, our highest timeline in our present day life. Because when we have the ability to connect to and utilize the magic and miracles of our higher selves, the core of our soul, and all of the divine energy that these parts of us have within us, we have the ability to manifest our highest good. And from this perspective, we then utilize the third aspect of Somatic Awakening, which is called Quantum Somatic Awakening. And it's called this for a very specific reason, because it's helping us elevate our energy and elevate our sense of who we are. So we're living in a quantum, higher dimensional, higher density field, right? So in essence, what Somatic Awakening does is that it offers an incredibly powerful healing process so that we feel better on all levels of our being. Then it opens the door for awakening to who we truly are, the embodiment of our divine essence, and all that these aspects offer us in our ascension and evolution process. I've been shown many different times in many different ways by higher guides that Somatic Awakening has the ability to literally shift humanity. And this is why I'm teaching it now. So if you are interested in finding out more, I invite you to check out SophiaHealingAcademy.com. And on this website, there is a lot of information you can read about. There's many free resources, meditations, transmissions, etc., that you can check out. And right now, we are in October 2022. And during this time period, I am actually offering the introductory course, Embody Healing and Freedom, for half off. Normally it's $444. Right now it's $222. And it's a powerful course that really helps you tune into the nuances, the scaffolding, the principles of Somatic Awakening so that you can start engaging it in your life right now. Also, Embody Healing and Freedom is a prerequisite for the larger course coming up. It's a 6-month course called Somatic Awakening Practitioner Program. This course is for those who want to engage this and bring this into their own healing practice, working with others, as well as it's for those who want to embody Somatic Awakening in their own life to bring in more of this healing, awakening, and embodiment to who you truly are. So again, if you're interested, the website is SophiaHealingAcademy.com. And thank you so much for watching this video. There's a lot more coming, and much love and many blessings to you.